Welcome to Study Smart, the podcast that helps college students excel academically. I'm Sophia, and today we're joined by my co-host Jamal to discuss an essential skill for success in higher education, note-taking.
That's right, Sophia. As college students ourselves, we know firsthand how crucial effective note-taking can be. It's not just about scribbling down everything the professor says. It's about capturing and organizing information in a way that helps you understand and remember it.
Absolutely, Jamal. And today, we're going to break down 5 different note-taking methods that can revolutionize how students approach their studies. Let's start with the Cornell method. This technique has been around since the 1940s and is still widely used today.
The Cornell method is all about organization. You divide your page into 3 sections: a narrow left column for keywords and questions, a wider right column for detailed notes, and a summary section at the bottom. This layout makes it easy to review and quiz yourself later.
One of the great things about the Cornell method is how it encourages active engagement with the material. By formulating questions in the left column, you're already starting the process of critical thinking and analysis.
Next up, we have the outline method. This is probably familiar to many students as it's often taught in high school. Can you walk us through it, Sophia?
Sure thing. The outline method involves organizing information hierarchically with main topics, subtopics, and supporting details. It's great for lectures or readings with a clear structure. You start with the main topic, then use Roman numerals, letters, and numbers to denote different levels of information.
I find the outline method particularly useful for subjects like history or literature, where you're often dealing with chronological events or analyzing different aspects of a text.
Agreed. Now, let's move on to a more visual approach, the mapping method. This is perfect for visual learners or for subjects that involve a lot of interconnected concepts.
With the mapping method, you start with the main topic in the center of your page, then branch out to subtopics and details. It's like creating a mind map. This method helps you see relationships between different ideas and can be especially useful in subjects like biology or psychology.
I love how the mapping method allows for quick additions and connections. You can easily draw arrows between related concepts even if they're in different branches of your map.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about a method that's gaining popularity in the digital age, the boxing method. This one's particularly useful for students who take notes on tablets or laptops.
The boxing method involves creating separate boxes or sections for different types of information. For example, you might have one box for definitions, another for examples, and another for key concepts. This makes it easy to visually organize your notes and quickly find specific types of information when you're reviewing.
I find the boxing method especially helpful in science classes, where you often need to distinguish between theories, experimental results, and applications.
Great point, Jamal. Finally, let's discuss the charting method. This is a bit more specialized, but can be incredibly useful in certain situations.
The charting method involves creating a table or grid to organize information. It's particularly useful for comparative topics or when you need to track multiple variables. For instance, in a literature class, you might create a chart comparing different characters' traits or motivations.
Or in a history class, you could use it to compare different historical events or periods. The key with the charting method is to identify the categories or variables you want to track before the lecture begins.
These 5 methods, Cornell, outline, mapping, boxing, and charting, offer a diverse toolkit for college students. But remember, the best method is the one that works for you and your specific learning style.
Absolutely. It's worth experimenting with different methods to see what feels most natural and effective. You might even find that you prefer different methods for different classes or types of information.
Great point, Sophia. And don't forget, these methods aren't mutually exclusive. You can combine elements from different techniques to create a personalized note-taking system that works best for you.
Excellent advice, Jamal. To wrap up, we encourage all our listeners to try out these different note-taking methods in their next few classes. Pay attention to which ones help you stay focused during lectures and make reviewing easier later on.
And remember, effective note-taking is a skill that develops over time. Don't get discouraged if it feels awkward at first. Keep practicing, and you'll find your groove.
That's all for today's episode of Study Smart. Thanks for listening and happy note-taking.
Until next time, this is Jamal and Sophia signing off. Keep studying smart.